Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Play Slay the Spire. I haven't played Slay the Spire in like 12 days. That's my first admission. Two reasons. One is I had such a crazy backlog. It's out of control. And it's not like I need the information to be coming in quickly, but I thought, especially after the way that some of those ironclad runs went, I thought like maybe it's best to let some advice percolate out before I play more. And then secondarily, it crushed my will to exist. That being said, check this out. You guys are going to lose your freaking minds. Ascension 20 is the ironclad. Not completed yet, but unlocked. Ascension 19, obviously unlocked. Ascension 18, complete. I grinded this Monday to Friday down. I know him. I know what makes him tick. I know what makes him boom. We'll do 18, 19. I haven't done 20 at all, in case I didn't make that clear. We'll do 18, 19 on camera again. But I just want to let you know, there is hope. I've done it, off camera. Only one of them was Dead Branch Corruption. Anyway, we're back with the defect. I love my robotic son. You know, I've been playing off camera. When I said I hadn't played Slay the Spire in like 12 days, what I mean, of course, is I haven't played on camera in like 12 days. However, I've been playing off camera. I got different strats. I'll tell you, I don't like any of these to start. My favorite is obtain random colorless card. Blind is actually pretty good. Now let's take a look. First floor, I actually do not mind fighting some elites. I also value question marks very highly. I think I like this path. Many, many question marks. Only one elite, but I think one is just fine. Just trying to think about how I want to approach this. Probably will accept that we're going to take 5 damage, and that actually puts both of you in killable range next turn. That's just the way she goes, boys. Sometimes you gotta, you know, accept. You can't always crush without taking a little bit of damage. So, I do like Claw, but I think Boot Sequence is a little stronger early. We need to take stuff early that lets us kill enemies. Claw actually does get amazing, and it provides scaling, even if you only have one of them. Fusion is not really relevant right now, but Boot Sequence, I think, is a great card to add, in my opinion, because you only need one of them to be... Whoops. You only need one of them to be useful. You know, the idea is it gives you enough gas on turn 1 that you're way, way, way out in front of the enemy for the future. So we need to do 13 damage. That's doable. Not a bad fight. Definitely want some more offense early. Out of these, I'll tell you, number one thing that I want, Melter. If we find the opportunity to take a Melter early, we should, but we are going for a focus build, almost always. Streamline is probably playable if we take one, I think, but I don't really want more than one, as far as I can tell. I will go for the upgrade here. It upgraded 2 strikes. Life is Pain. Oddly Smooth Stone is a pretty okay relic. Boot Sequence can stick around. That doesn't bother me. I don't think, even if we drew Streamline here, even if we draw to Streamline, how does that sentence work? I don't think we could have killed you, but you're dead here regardless, so... We're gonna need to heal up at some point. I'm hoping one of the question marks can do it for us. You know, I still think we need some gas. I'll take Beam Cell out of these. We are gonna go for the upgrades probably, though. I really think Blind... I mean, Beam Cell getting 2 vulnerable for 0 is insanely good, but Blind applying 2 weak to all enemies specifically hard counters the Obelisk at the very least. Streamline gets a little better, Zap gets free, Beam Cell obviously gets better as well, but Beam Cell, because it only costs 0, we do get to do attacks as long as we play this first before using any vulnerability, so... Or before using any damage, I should say, so... I think we're still in an acceptable position here. 17 blocks, so we're only taking 5 damage. Again, we're hoping one of these question marks gives us the choice to either, like... You know, what's the classic one? It's like, get a curse, but a relic. This is a bummer. I think... Hold up. Something like this. Anyway, you know the one I'm talking about, presumably. It's like heal for 25, gain 5 max HP, or get regret plus something else. Regret plus a relic, I should say. So usually defrag is like a must take. Not a mistake, two very different things. Now this is not the question mark I'm looking for. We got pretty lucky though. Even though I don't like to use boot sequence in that situation, it did keep us going here. Well, that's a yikes. I can easily kill you. I don't think we need to play defrag. I know that seems wonky. I hate using the potion for that purpose, but I can't deny it did get us out of there pretty easy. Let's take Ball Lightning for a little extra offense. Toxic Egg is a wonderful card. And I'm gonna rest. Well, we don't have to, as long as we can get enough block to beat the Guardian. Realistically, though, I don't think we're there. But defrag getting 2 focus is pretty great. So we'll try it like this. I understand this looks not amazing. I do think a self-repair is very, very, very good. I don't want to remove anything just yet. Like, Flash of Steel is completely solid. But I think we save up with the hopes of... Because we're going to hit another shop for certain. I think we... Yikes. I'll play till 45. You know what? At some point you got to accept you made your bed. Now it's time to lie in it. Dude, I would have loved to have afforded a Core Surge. This is okay. I think we do need a block. I'll take Charge Battery. And I think I'll take... I'm just a little scared, so I'm going to take like a Skill Potion. I sacked HP on that fight and refused to get sucked in by the Sunk Cost Fallacy. So what do we do against this guy? Well, we prefer not to wake him up, so we won't play Zap. We're waiting... I'd like to play at least one Streamline. Honestly, I think you go for it on this turn. Streamline didn't show up. We had a turn that's pretty good offensively. Next turn we'll pop Skill Potion. See what we get. Amplify, White Noise, Cool-Headed. You can amplify Self-Repair. This is basically heal for 7. This is give you a new power. I think we're better off doing it on Self-Repair, honestly. It's not like a 10 out of 10 option, but it's okay. Really, really sucks to draw Streamline last. I really don't think a defrag is necessary to play here, so we'll just hope that we can get to our other Streamline relatively quickly. I mean, you know the deal. We got to get around here. And unfortunately, actually, our orbs are much more important for us now than they normally would be. 21, you're going to take 6, so... I mean, we're just going to play our hand, but we are going to take a hit this turn. Next turn, you're dead. And we're not going to be in a terrible spot when it comes to our HP, but not amazing. 31. I do like auto shields. Hyper Beam is great. It's like Immolate, but you need the artifact. So there is a run in here. Dude, I don't know. Because we have upgraded skills, I think at this point we let it fly, you know? What do I mean by that? Well... Dude, I just wish we had any frost. We let it fly. If he kills us, we start a new run. If he doesn't kill us, even better. You know, I wouldn't say we're off to the races yet, but it's not too bad. Next turn is gonna suck real badly. I'm just trying to think, is there any way I could do like 30 damage to you? I don't think the answer is yes, so we'll store this, and I don't know. 22. So we're not getting there. We definitely want to play this. Let's play this then. It's 6 damage or 5 damage every turn. Ooh, baby. 1 HP. Not where I want to be. You know what? Give me the energy, even though I'd love to get rid of self-repair. We should die here. That's not like I don't want to die here, but we need to literally get enough block every single turn, which is not likely. Especially with the loss of boot sequence, which we didn't have much of a choice in the matter, but... This is the bad turn. We gotta come up with 20 blocks somehow. Or we gotta hit him for 50 damage. It's much more likely to hit him for 50 damage because it's not impossible. We got... based on... By 1 HP, we were able to get him there, which, hold on. 17. We can do it like this. Yikes. It's a little closer comfort. I hate to run the risk of losing a molten egg run. But it is what it is. My lord. I think we might actually make it. Well, that is a real surprise to me. We managed to defeat him. What do we want? Out of these, dude, this is a tough one. Core Surge is a beautiful card. Echo Form is unbelievably good. But if we don't get an energy relic, it's one turn where we don't do anything. Except maybe play a zero-cost card like Beam Cell. It's almost too expensive to use. I'm going to take Core Surge. I will take Frozen Core as well. You know, with the focus, this gives us some inherent block. We have no frost generating cards. I do think we're in a real wonky spot, though. God, I hate this guy. We can purge his artifacts real quick, though. Okay, early defrag, very nice. 4 block, 10 block. I don't think we really need to hit him here. Oh, that's right. We keep in mind you get the extra block after you hit end turn as well. So you can factor in a little bit of extra block at least sometimes. We need some extra damage out there. I can draw self-repair later. Hopefully. As we are not taking damage, let's not double down there. I don't think we're in a good position. But I don't think we're in a terrible position. You know, we're holding our own against this guy. That doesn't happen all that often. I would really like to not have to dual cast my Frost Orb, please. We should have done this. Maybe that actually was the right way, now that I look at it. 15 damage, so you are dead, but... a little close. Didn't play self-repair. I don't know, at this point, are we really running a focus build? Maybe we'd rather throw a Go for the Eyes in the deck and try for like an all-for-one scrape sort of situation. I don't know. 21 cards in the deck. We don't have a ton that requires upgrading right now. Go for the Eyes would definitely be one. I'm going to skip it for now, just to stay flexible, but with the knowledge that, you know, in the future, that might not be applicable. So this will give us 2 focus on our block right off the bat. So that'll take us to 15 block. This will take us to 21. We're not going to take damage, obviously. We can't protect our ourselves from the frailty, though. Okay, so that helps. Get some passive damage out there. This guy is annoying. But, you know, we were able to handle the other guy. I think we got an okay chance here. Okay, so we're going to have 11 block. We will take some damage this turn. Our Streamline, by the way, if there's a great regret on this run so far, Streamline has done nothing for us. And you can say that's, you know, my fault as well for taking it in the first place. In a situation where maybe it's not that applicable. But as of right now, I'm very surprised at how able this run seems to be at going toe-to-toe with some of these more annoying second floor enemies, despite not having... I mean, what do we want? Most of the time, you're dead. Might as well block, but most of the time we want Consume and some capacitors. Now, a free recursion is really nice. I think I might actually prefer that over a cold snap, but it's not an easy decision. We don't necessarily have a close shop. I know that's... I forget what the special relic is, but I'm just going to go for the upgrade. And out of these, I don't know. It's either Beam Cell Zap or Dual Cast, I think. Streamline could do 30 damage if you upgrade it and then give vulnerability. I think Beam Cell is probably our highest yield. We do attack right now. And remember, we're trying to dodge elites. This could be a touchy fight. And not a very strong first floor. Or first turn, I should say. We're voided already. Well, this is gonna stink a little bit, or a lot. Yeah. So the weakness is well worth putting another card in our deck. Or another daze in our deck, I should say. And I think at this point we're going to accept we're going to get hit, so I'm trying to amplify Streamline a little bit, make it cheaper, make it more functional. Definitely, I think you have to play this and then start sending them around. Haven't played Defrag yet, probably because we're filling our deck with a staggering amount of focuses. And by focus, I mean days, same difference. 14. Whoa, we are taking 24 damage. And increasingly concerned that we are dead as heck. This is a rest if I've ever seen one. Like, as in, you are under arrest for being a real jerk. So we're not taking any damage, okay? Beam Cell's pretty big here. I'm trying to think. We might be better off not playing another Zap. Just to keep us, you know, from putting too many dazes in the deck. You're doing 27 damage. We'll definitely hit you. Okay. I mean, I think we play everything. Recursion will take us to 18. Boot Sequence gets us there. You know, it had to be done. Very easy to kill this guy next turn, hopefully. Not gonna happen, but at least we increment another. And he's literally dead next turn. So we're gonna live. This is a tough fight. So I'm happy to just be here. I think a leap is a totally acceptable option. Oh, this is a real problem. You know what's frustrating about this, by the way? I mean, I think we're probably dead, and we'll just start another one here. But what's really frustrating about this for me is if we could just get Core Surge on the first turn, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Okay, let's be realistic here. I think we have to play all of our defensive cards. At least we have to do that. That takes us to enough. But then what are we going to do? Except for play defrag. So yeah, that seems sensible. You know, if we're going to survive this... Well, let's not worry about that for the time being. If we don't play Ball Lightning, we get 4 extra block. But we also do no damage. 20, I think we have to go for maximum block here. So, I mean, that does... We're only taking 8 damage. 9 damage, I should say. But we got to figure out some way to get out ahead of this. As of right now, we are dead. And I don't think there's anything we can do about it. I could do 8 followed by 7 damage. It's not enough to kill you. So I'm pretty sure... I don't know, maybe it would have worked with the boot, but... Yeah, that's life, okay? We're going to start up another one. I don't feel bad about this. I think we never got... Well, we never got Consume, which is what we wanted. But life goes on. Choose, remove 2, max HP plus 7. I'll choose right off the bat. I think an early Ball Lightning actually gives you a ton of offensive punch. And you know, I love question marks. I don't mind fighting an elite early. The only problem is if one of these enemies really bodies us, we run into trouble. Because we can't heal before the boss fight. And by boss, I mean elite. Now you. I think I'm okay taking 2 damage. 2 extra damage. Just to make sure it gets done earlier. I tell you what, you know, I actually don't... This is so good against the obelisks, but I think a genetic algorithm this early is takeable. The downside, and this hopefully at least will reflect like how differently I think about this game now. The downside is genetic algorithm is great if we can play it, you know, 15 times by the end of the game. But it doesn't help us immediately on these elite fights, which makes it kind of a dead card for the time being. Honestly, out of these, Ball Lightning is really good. I think we need Ball Lightning more than AoE. AoE really, for me, I think it only matters if we fight the obelisks, and hopefully we could just brute force them down anyway. Would like to draw genetic algorithm in a playable position. So loop is really good if we go focus. Hologram I don't think is that necessary, but it is an early upgrade target, so you know you got to play the cards you're given here. I'm not even gonna bother thinning the deck yet. I don't think we want 150 gold to become cursed. It's not the obelisks. This dude still kind of sucks for us, though. So I think we certainly want 8 plated armor. And that'll give us a lot of armor over the course of this fight. Now, we get a hologram, a ball lightning. I think that's probably for the best. Really want to make sure we're working this guy down as quickly as possible. A dual cast is pretty nice here. I think we defend. And then hopefully draw some ball lightnings. Yo, that'll work. Zap's pretty strong. Now I gotta think, because you're going to be at 19. I think you hit him. We could have tried to make genetic algorithm happen, and we probably could have gotten away with it. Fossilized Helix is pretty good. We have to take Consume. If you don't take Consume here again, it's like a you get what you deserve sort of situation. I'm going to be a little reckless. Let's upgrade 2 cards. It hit 2 strikes again. I hurt myself today. Alright. Now that we have Consume, what do we need? Ornamental Fan. I don't think it's a build around, but it's not bad. We don't need a second Consume, I'll tell you that much. Dude. This is a tough one. Because Blood Vial is pretty useful, but so is Panacea. Or Panacea, however you want to describe it. Panacea coming at you. I think if we use our noggin, you know, I actually think for the second floor we're better off with that. It pains me a great deal to say that, but I think, well, we can't stop you from hitting us here. So we'll just hit you hard. Beautiful. We want Frost now. And I think Sweeping Beam is probably close, but I actually feel like I have, I wouldn't say like a guaranteed shot at winning, but we have the tools that normally we consider a prerequisite to get there. So I think that we shouldn't add a bunch of stuff willy-nilly to this deck. I'll tell you, the decision here is just what card don't you play. We definitely play this. I think we probably don't play Zap, and we accept our 9 damage here because we have no choice. Cool-headed is like a must-have. And we definitely want to start smithing. And I feel like gaining 3 focus is really good. We only need to play Consume once, then we'd like to recycle it, honestly, if possible, but no point really in defending here. This is a good test for the slime fight. So you're going to take 12 damage. You'll be at 42. If I hit you for 22, you'll go down to 32, followed by 6. So you'll be at 26. I feel like we'll be much better off breaking you next turn. So 12 will take us, yeah, 12 damage will take you down to 42. You won't split, but you'll be pretty much guaranteed to split on the next turn. Okay. I would like to play genetic algorithms still, even though it now becomes better than a block. So I think it's a totally acceptable choice. Then we just gotta... It sucks that these guys can't be one-tapped, but it's not too far off. There you go. So if Recycle could hit Consume after the first play, I would love it, but it has to hit it. So I don't know. At this point, I think I'd rather just wait for a Capacitor to show up. And do we have enough block? I don't think so. So let's give ourselves a little bit of HP, because I really want to try to make this run work at this point. We've got some of the tools you would consider necessary for success, without a doubt. I don't really mind this guy, by the way, right now. If there's one obvious thing about this fight, you don't want to split him until you use your artifact, so he's going to hit us for 38. There's no way we're rolling this dude over. 12, he's going to be at 80, so we probably don't want to hit him. We don't want to hit him at all. I think if we focus, he'll be at 76, which is perfect. And then next turn, we have to pop. So we're not really getting a whole heck of a lot out of it, but... yeah, it actually didn't turn out that good. Either way, though, our heart was in the right place to begin with. We still have an artifact. Let's try to split the guy who's doing the most harm to us. I mean, you're doing 12. What do I care, right? I guess we'll try to get to you faster. $30 damage is obviously horrible. I guess we'll probably dual cast first, and that went very nicely. Let's make sure you're dead. You might split. Yeah, okay. We're in a very, very good position. This was a nice boss for us to be fighting. What do we need? Bias Cognition is always hot and fresh out of the kitchen, mama. Rolling that focus got every man in here wishing. There it is. Okay. It's not even... I mean, creative AI is good, I think. I don't know about on Ascension. It's also fun. But now... I think this is one of the rare and good opportunities for Orrery to really help you, because we have a focus build now. What do we want? I mean, Panacea plus Biased is already amazing. We'll play Biased even if we don't get it after Panacea, but... now, what do we want with it? Do we want Ball Lightning? I don't know yet. We would love a defrag. We would love a leap. We need a capacitor. A free chaos is kind of tempting. I don't think we need to, and I don't think we want a hologram either. So now, like, I was hoping for Frost. We didn't get it, but we did build pretty nicely into focus. I'm wary about having too few blocks, and I think there's a case to be made that we actually don't need anything else. But just those 3 cards by themselves helped out a lot. So I do think we have a bit of a problem on this floor, but I'm hoping that we can work around it quickly. We do have to fight a boss. Probably the best boss is this one up here, because we don't... hold on, I just want to see if we can get enough block. We are going to take damage. We're going to take 11. There's basically nothing we can do about it. Well, you definitely play cool-headed. I know, Biased is 4 block by itself. Hologram Cool-Headed is a 6 block. I think you gotta do that. Could have hologrammed after that point. This is actually like the worst boss fight for us. So I'm not feeling super horrible about it for the time being. One of them's gonna die too. It's the worst boss for us. Because they don't stop, you know, or they do stop, I should say, but they start real heavy. Dude, we're actually gonna kill both of them. We did take a bunch of damage in the process, though. None of these are relevant for our archetype. Thank you for giving me my gold back. 75 gold, I will not, because we might hit this shop. Receive 3 apparitions. After they nerf this event, not as interested. So we definitely do want a self-repair. I know Seek is great as well. Let's also throw in a Good Instincts. Or let's throw in another Leap. I think that that's fine. But we do have to make a decision. Give me this as well. And the decision is Rest Elite or Elite Rest. And really, it comes down to... are we going to take damage here? It's 11... Yes, we will take damage here. So let's smack you and get Capacitor out for the future. By take damage, I mean lose artifact, but you get the idea. Bias Cognition is still necessary. I wish we had Panacea first, but... I think it looks like we'll rest fight Elite. And honestly, don't take this as being supremely negative. But we will be lucky if we live through the Elite fight at this point. Second floor Elites are just they're a problem. Oh, dude, Panacea... No, what did it stop there? I actually don't know what it stopped there. I thought maybe it stopped Bias Cognition's negative effect. You know, like post-mortem, but clearly that's not the case. Would have been sick, though. Anyway, we've stabilized against this guy relatively well. You basically have to consume. Well, another pretty supreme bummer, but Ball Lightning is now doing quite a lot of damage. I think we do want this. Not dead. Smack him. Smack him. He should be dead next turn. We don't need much. We definitely have to rest. Okay, he might not be dead this turn, but he's definitely not going to be dead this turn, but it was the thought that counts, and he should be crushed next turn. Still quite a lot of damage here. Yeah, he's done. Okay, I mean, honestly, we don't hit that much. We should take Fairy in a bottle just to be safe. Now, the question becomes, do we have too many leaps? I don't think so. I think we're okay with that. Now, this is the moment of truth. Because it really does come down to, you know, what on earth is this Elite? This might be the easiest Elite. You gotta play Consume. A Cool-Headed will give you 4 block. I mean, I think here, you gotta get out in front of, you know, Genetic Algorithm. You want to wait until you have a heavier turn, I guess. But we probably are gonna pop our Dex Potion as well. Yikes. This is not great. So we're gonna block like 10 damage out of this. I mean, you want Focus, Leap, Defend, I guess. That's... We're not gonna die, but we're gonna be mighty close. I mean, I think we have to hologram. This is extremely bad. These second floor elites are just an absolute nightmare, man. Yeah, this is a real problem. I mean, that's our defensive. We're dead. Yeah, that was. I mean, I thought we had a good run until we ran into that guy. Anyway. We're back. We're playing more Slay the Spire. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps us a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time with the Ironclad. Ooh, see you then.